Okay, so let's talk about vegetable omelets. So here we've got sliced garlic, kind of coarsely chopped, green onion, just a little bit, some green pepper, got eggs with a little bit of coconut milk, we've got some protein, could be bacon or some other type of meat as you prefer, sausage even. Then we've got broccoli and tomato, and often I make this with spinach, but I didn't have any, so here I've just gone with coriander, kind of chopped up, and then a bit of avocado. Then of course we've got some crushed red pepper, some mixed herbs here, and some salt and some pepper. Right, so usually what I do is I'll start with kind of start at medium heat, and then we'll bring the temperature down once the pan is heated. Get a little olive oil. Right. So go with maybe a tablespoon or so olive oil, just a touch of ghee. I don't know, maybe half a teaspoon or more. There we go. All right, and we wait for that to kind of melt. Turn it up a little bit. Let's speed up the process here. Oh yeah, the other thing I have over here is a little bit of goat's cheese. You can use ricotta. Also, I use another shredded cheese, sometimes called Emmental cheese, and you can kind of sprinkle that over the omelet at the right time in the process. And one thing I found is that I really don't like my tomatoes too cooked in an omelet. So I tend to add that towards the end, just to heat them slightly, but not actually to cook them for very long. But the greens, usually the first thing I'll put in after the aromatics is the greens. So if I have spinach, it'll go in then. But today I don't have that, so I'm just gonna go in with the garlic. And then mix that around. And I'm gonna go with the crushed red pepper. Of course, you could add some green chili to this if you really want a lot of spice. This is just kind of mild to moderate with just the crushed red pepper, which is not nearly as strong. And I guess I'll go in with the green pepper and the broccoli here. All right, let's bring that temperature down. That's better. There we go. And let's throw in the green onion. One thing is, always use a wire whisk to beat those eggs properly. There we go, good. All right. Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go in with the egg. And eggs are really best cooked really slowly. So if you can get that flame down as low as possible, you really want it to cook slow. All right, so we're gonna go in with the egg. And then we're gonna go in with some of the other ingredients here. So I'm gonna get the tomatoes. I'm gonna go in with the coriander. I'm gonna go in with the avocado. Right. And we'll go in with the protein. Oh yeah, look at that. That's good. Now, I guess the thing that we need to do now is we're gonna add some pepper. Some nice Himalayan pink salt. Yeah. A little more maybe. There we go. Right. Then we've got ourselves the herbs. Right. And then we're gonna add the goat's cheese, just little bits and pieces here and there. That goat's cheese is really what makes this. I mean, you could use also Italian ricotta, which I love just as much. But this is, I mean, there's so many variations of this. You can use whatever kind of veg you have around that you like. But I find that this way of cooking it, right now, I mean, it's low and slow, right? Give it a cover. And, yeah, maybe I'll give it 3 to maybe 5 minutes, something like that. Again, it's on the lowest possible setting you can get. And then I'll kind of flip it over and squeeze some lemon or lime juice on there. And I'll tell you, this is really good eating. Okay, so then we're gonna get a bit of lemon juice in there. And then we'll cover it up for another couple minutes. So this is a little heavier than I usually make it, so flipping this is gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but get in there and do what you have to do to kind of get it in position for plating. Doesn't really matter if it gets jumbled because it all tastes the same. When you have less chunky ingredients, it's much easier to flip. But, and now that I see how much food this is, I'm not going to be able to eat it all. It's really for 2 people, this now. But that's about it. So I'm going to plate it. And turn off the stove. And you know, because this is so big, I'm going to go in with a little extra lemon. Yeah. And then I'll probably add just a little bit of fresh salt. Some more pepper. Oh, come on. That is living. I mean, it really doesn't get too much better than that. I mean, start your day with an omelet like this on the weekend. Do a little exercise. Drink some exogenous ketones. This week I've been going to Christmas parties and had a birthday last week. So I've had
For the first time in a long time, I've had a bit of sugar. Had a donut one day and some sweets another at the party. So this will help. Oh, it's so good. Healthy, tasty, filling, all the right mix of flavors. I have to say, I'm missing the spinach. I really like the spinach in there. But even without it, this is what you want. This is fantastic.
Cheers. I hope you make your own creation.